about those. And first, let's talk with Karen Lee, who is doing some guided meditation classes. She does a yoga as well. How did this all come about? And let's talk about what people would be able to learn from you.
Well, we're really excited at Olympic College. For the first time, starting April 17th, we're going to begin a 6-class series, and I will be teaching a guided meditation class. And what I like about this practice is people always say, I don't know how to meditate. I don't know how to be still. I don't know how to be by myself. And this is sort of like training wheels for that. And all they have to do is show up. They don't wear yoga clothes. They can be in a chair. They can lie down on the floor. We have blankets and bolsters and mats. And I guide them through the meditation. The protocol I used has actually been used by the U.S. Defense Department and was studied extensively by the military for the veterans with anxiety and PTS. This is a proven effective protocol. There are a lot of guided meditations out there that the teachers just kind of talk through the meditation, and so I kind of follow a protocol. That's why it's a 6-class series, and it's only $90, and it's an hour and 15 minutes that starts at 6 p.m. on the Wednesday night.
So explain to me what would happen during a guided meditation class. Is there counting involved and breathing involved, or how does the whole from the first start, you get people sit down, you stretch, or what's the story?
The key thing about guided meditation is that even though you're quiet and lying there, you're conscious. And you're conscious enough to hear the teacher's voice guide you through. Sometimes I will do what's called breath work, where you say, take the deepest breath, counting 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's very common in guided meditation. But the most important part about this protocol, it begins to help people feel their body. It's called body sensing. How does your body feel? Don't tell me how your emotion is. An emotion, for instance, is fear. But what does the body feel when you are fearful? Tense, numb, heavy? What does the body feel if the emotion is anxiety? Dark muscles are just rigid. So there's a number of different stages through the meditation that I go through that helps them with breathing, with body sensing. And you know what the most important thing is? When they conjure up an image or something that's uncomfortable, they learn to sit with that. You don't say, get rid of that negative feeling. That's not what meditation is. It's learning how to live in a place where it may not be comfortable. And that is life, folks. It is the most important thing to deal with stressful situations, saying, no, I'm going to go to a different place. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to deny it. Meditation helps people accept what is happening to their emotions in their body and learn how to respond differently than they responded before.
So a 6-week class, 6-class series here is 6 o'clock to 7:15, starts April 17th. Through May 22nd, just $90 for this. Is there what's the limit, max on student limit on this thing?
25.
And you can tell just by listening to Karen's voice that you kind of, she's got the great voice for relaxing. So, yeah.
Well, I'm a yoga teacher also. That's another show, Jeff. Yeah.
I bet it is. So have you noticed over the years as we've become more dependent on our cell phones and our social media that it is tougher for folks to be able to just sit with themselves and not reach for a phone or have the phantom vibrations if you don't even have your phone on you, but you think that you're missing a message and things like that? Have you noticed increases in that?
Okay, Jeff, this is another show. The studies are showing, they call it the technology disorder, that people, especially young people, literally go into this state of anxiety if they're not able to look at their IT device.
Wow.
And
It's so true. So true.
It is, try it. Try. I won't mention a certain politician who is never off their device, but really try to see if you can not look at your phone for 15 minutes when you hear the ding. See if you can do it. And if you can't do it, you better show up to this class.
Wow.
Because it is a very negative thing that is happening. And I'm a baby boomer age, so when you're older, you can probably not look at your phone for 15 minutes, but I would guess that anyone under the age of 45 could not, once they hear that ding, not look at their
Very
phone.
tough.
Especially kids. I have 6 kids, and the oldest ones remember days without cell phones, but the younger ones, that's all they know. And everywhere you look, there's people just staring down at something. It's crazy.
And can I just add one thing about American statistics? Right now, anxiety disorders are the #1 mental illness category. 40 million Americans. But here's the scary part. Teenagers, there are 16 million teenagers who suffer from depression and anxiety, and it is a huge growing phenomenon. And I'm not going to blame that on electronics. And I'm going to say there is a way to come to grips with that. And it's not just about meditation. It's about mindfulness and knowing what you are doing. And yes, many of them are really, this is mental illness where you need Western doctors to help you through that. But when you bring up electronic devices, in my class, in yoga classes, in the class, I have them write notes and journal. I do not allow them to type it in their IT device because there's a neurological pattern that happens that helps with thinking when you begin to pick up a pen and a pencil and start writing things down.
Wow. Wow. We do. We could talk with you for a long
I
time.
have great ideas for your show.
Alison, what are some other classes? I know you and I are working on some fun things going on. What are some other continuing education courses this spring that we're looking at?
Well, we have our flagging and forklift that we always have, and Carolyn Maddox will continue with her creative writing classes. And I have cake decorating and cupcake decorating as well.
Oh, that'll be fun.
But along the lines of Karen's meditation is we're having a wellness fair on April 9th at the college. We have 23 different vendors that cover all sorts of wellness. We have counselors coming down from our Bremerton campus who will be providing stress management and test anxiety workshops and financial aid. So we have Harrison Hospital who will be there, and
Massage.
yes, there's going to be some free massages available, and therapy dogs. I'm excited to see that. But we really want to provide these services for our students. We're inviting Choice and Shelton High School students, Sound Learning, and the community at large. We've done major renovations on the campus, and we would love to have everybody come and just and check out the vendors. Kern's food truck will be there, so it should be a great event.
Good times. It was probably over the winter break that you and I got together for our leadership graduation, and you pulled me aside and says, listen, I have this idea that it would be fun to do some sort of a mystery tour, and this came through, what was the college that you first saw this?
I
Was
can't
it
remember.
Yakima or Walla Walla?
I think it was Walla Walla Community College, and yeah, they've been doing mystery tours, and so I thought, who better to be the guide than then the local celebrity Jeff Slakey.
So the first one that we've come up with, we will share what the first one is because it's going to be a fun one. On Friday, April 12th, we're going to head out into the working forests and see Green Diamond Land and see the big
That's cool.
machines out there doing what they do. Then we'll go down to the Colonial House, have lunch, and get a nice tour of that historic locale here in downtown Shelton.
Very cool.
And then we're going to head over to Sierra Pacific and see what happens from where they take the tree down at the beginning of the day to where it goes through the mill at the end of the day, and what
That's a fascinating
It'll be a
tour.
fun one.
Yeah, that if you haven't been in that mill, it is amazing. How the tree comes in on the top conveyor belt, and as it moves through, the little pieces of wood hit the conveyor belts underneath. It's fabulous. I've been through twice, and it's still fascinating
it's
to me.
going to be a lot of fun. It starts at 9:30, goes till 4 on the Friday, April 12th. Again, it's a limited number of folks available to join in on that. 18 and above for that one. Then Tuesday, May 21st is another fun all-day event that we've got planned. Got to be over 21 for this one, but I'm not saying anything else. No more. It's a mystery, and that's the whole point.
I'm signing up for that
It's a
one.
mystery. And for most of these, walking will be a lot. There will be a lot of walking, but it'll be nice days and it'll be a good time. So you can find out more at olympic.edu and head over to the let's see, programs and classes there. You can see continuing education to learn about all of these offerings, including with Karen Lee and the guided meditation, which starts on April 17th. Going to be a good, and that's going to be at the Olympic College Shelton
Exactly,
campus.
that
25
yes.
folks for that one. Very nice. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet both of you.
Nice
Alison,
meeting
it was
you.
good to see you again.
Good, nice seeing you. And
we'll-
you know, if anybody has any questions, always feel free to call directly to the to the college or come on in.
360-432-5400, a great number there. Also Facebook, websites, olympic.edu. Very
Great.
cool.
Thank you guys.
Good to see
Thank
you.
you.
All
Thanks,
right.
ladies.